Hey everybody, welcome to the Virtually Lost podcast. My name is Julian and I'm here with my good friend Robert. How are you doing, man?
Doing good. Actually, the best I've been in who knows how long. Cause
Okay.
I finally got rid of a thing that's had a hold on my life for a bit. And we're all talking about League of Legends.
Oh, good. I already had the intervention plan, but I guess I won't have to anymore.
Yeah, I deleted it for what's probably like the sixth time. So we'll see.
And it's probably not going to be the last. How long is this one going to last, folks?
I think I got it. I think I can stop playing the game.
Forever.
I'm be honest, like it's been having like my free time, like all my free time. I've been watching Worlds, which is having grand finals next week. You should watch it. 5 a.m. Saturday.
There you go.
I'm still gonna watch that, of course. I at least have to watch that. I mean, I watched the semifinals this weekend, even though I was up to like 3. But that's another story.
That's dedication for sure.
But yeah, I finally quit. Well, hopefully this will
I'm saying I'll give you 5 months for sure.
5 months?
5 months. Maybe less. Maybe like 4.
Damn. Damn, I thought you were going longer.
Nah, 4.
All right.
4 or 5. 4 to 5. For sure.
I think I got it. There's too many good games. But one of the things
then a friend is like, "Yo, we're all playing ARAM. Want to get on?" You're like, wait, just let me download it real quick.
That was it. That was when I realized it was Sunday afternoon. I had things to do, and I was like, "I'll boot up playing ARAM," and I was just winning. And when the win streak happens, you can't stop playing.
It's like they know that you're about to quit, and they're like, "No,
they
wait."
match me up with people whose first time playing the league. And then I played like 9 games. I was like, well, my Sunday is gone. This game needs to be deleted. It's an evil in this world. Is the best way to describe it.
Oh god.
But another thing that I saw with Riot, because I've been paying attention to Worlds and stuff, is they are actively promoting their Netflix series that's coming out, the Arcane, which is going to focus on like mostly you've probably seen like the ones focusing on Jinx, Vi, Jace. It's kind of like I think the city is called Piltover is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I saw one of the animations they made. I think I guess it must have been like a preview to that.
Yeah, they've I made a list of some of the stuff I saw they've done. They saying Jinx and Vi are getting Reddit avatars, which kind of makes sense because a lot of the community is on Reddit, especially when you look at like game threads for competitive and just anytime a patch drops. So kind of knowing your audience, a bit more of a niche marketing tactic.
Right.
They advertise on Dubai's Burj Khalifa. I don't understand.
So one is like very tiny, very like it's like where the main like hardcore community is, and the other one's the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, that one I don't understand.
That's a big divide. It's like the one is like super low cost, some avatars and stuff, and then it's like the Burj Khalifa, like one of the largest buildings in the planet, if not the largest. I'm not sure.
It's like $50K a minute to be on that building on like a weekday. So
I don't even
know what it's like on a weekend.
Damn, how much money are they making on skins? Like seriously.
Oh, they're fine. They got money for that. And then another thing that they're saying that might happen is Jinx might be going into Fortnite. So we're getting a lot. There's possibly a lot of things.
There's a lot of leaked content. They're gonna get you right back, Robert. I want to watch that happen.
I'm fine.
I've
quit it. I've quit Soda after the scan. Same thing.
All right. Okay.
And then they had a Imagine Dragons song, but I think they've already done that before. Okay. I remember Imagine Dragons.
Is this 2013 or
I couldn't name the song.
2013, 2014.
Were they Sail?
No, that was AWOL Nation. I don't know why that was immediate in my head, but that was too quick. I haven't listened to that song since it came out, and I knew that immediately.
Yeah, that was actually way faster than anyone could have guessed.
Obviously, back in 2013, I was a big AWOL
Hey man,
Nation
let me see your closet. You got posters? You got some AWOL Nation posters in the back? Oh god.
Oh no.
Speaking of music, I was looking up topics, for the podcast. I actually found one that I was really sad about, like 5 minutes before the podcast started.
Yeah.
And it's that the Persona composer Shoji Meguro, probably like top 3 composers for me all time, is resigning from Atlas, aka all the Persona and SMT games, to create indie games. I don't know if he's working to actually create the games himself or if he's composing for those games. I would hope composing, because it'd be a loss to get him off of music.
For him to stop working, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks, but I mean, it's an eventuality. You have to face. You have to face the music every once in a while. Huh? The music. Yeah, face the music. Yeah, that was a good one. I didn't think of that one, but yeah, it worked out.
I don't know if it was a good one. But yeah, no, that guy's been carrying my music library like every third year, like every 1 or 2, 3 years. I just hop back onto his music.
All right, there's a question right there. Persona 3, 4, or 5. Which game has your favorite soundtrack?
Oh,
the wrong answer will get you murdered on Twitter.
Okay, I haven't played Royal, so I can't fully say the Royal soundtrack. So I'm basing it off of 3 in its extra soundtracks, 4 in its extra soundtracks, and then 5. I'll say 5 has my favorite favorite overall sound. So I'd say to me it's like it's the tracks I would mostly listen to. However, I will say 4 probably has the highest highs out of the soundtracks. With 3 has like 1 or 2 songs that might be just straight up there,
Yeah. Can you name your favorite song? Is that something that you can do?
For which game?
Which game?
No, I'm saying which game.
Oh, I said your favorite song out of all 3 of them.
Oh, that's
which
tough.
One has the highest high?
The highest high? That's tough, man. I could probably say, oh man, 3. It's probably the ending song Kimi no Kyoku or Memories of You. That one's probably it for me. Or Time. Time was another great track that was off the side. 4, that's tough. Might be Heartbeat Heartbreak or Specialist on the Reincarnation mix, because it has a really nice jazz sound to it. And then 5, it's probably Whims of Fate or Butterfly Kiss, even though Layer Cake is just always up there. And if you want to go like calmer, then it'd probably be like Sunset Bridge or Days of Sisters. 5, I can name like a lot of the tracks.
I don't know the names of songs. So
another great song is Days When Mother Was There. The initial one, because there's 2 versions of it. One of it kind of goes more in a unique sound, but I like the original one more.
Right. Interesting.
So yeah, I'm a big fan, but it had to happen someday. Just I hoped it wouldn't be today or anytime in the near future.
You just would have wished that he would have been able to finish Persona 6 and then
Yeah. Then if I would have known I have one more game to see his music in, I would have been happy. Because they have the Persona Super Live concerts, so that would have been a nice thing to attend to.
Do you know if he did any work for the game that is about to release?
SMT5?
SMT5?
No clue, but I don't know if it'd fit the sound. Normally
SMT is a little more just depressing.
Yeah.
The tone of those games.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more somber.
Yeah. That's a good one. Nocturne, somber. Because 5, somber, Persona 5, acid jazz. 4 is like pop. I would say that one's most pop, and then 3 I'd say is closer to rock / alternative.
Yeah. There's some jazz in 5. Wait, 5?
Yeah, I said acid jazz for 5.
Oh, you said acid jazz for 5.
Yeah.
I see.
That's a specific name of it.
Rock for 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Rock alternative.
Now, alternative. Yes, it's pop. Very alternative. It's very like 2000s hipster. Yeah.
Yumi Kawamura and Lotus Juice. Ooh, Lotus Juice back on 3 is the rapper. Amazing.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a lot of like Japanese rap in 3. Dude, I hate myself so much. Actually, I have to talk about Persona 3 a little bit.
Okay.
I really love the atmosphere of Persona 3. I love the art style of Persona 3. I have not been able to get past a certain part in Persona 3, because of my stupid brain and how I love to complete things. There was one thing I have to do before I hit a certain level in Persona 3, and it's catch the stupid gold,
the gold slime.
The gold like slime thing or whatever it's called, and it's like the last thing I have to do. It's the last thing, and I swear around like 10 hours just trying to get this last achievement, like and like unloading and reloading like over and over again. Like I would spend a whole night playing Persona 3 just doing this one objective. It's like, so I haven't like played Persona in so long because it just frustrates me that I can't, because I'm so close, and every time I see it I get so close, and it's just I just have to hit it, and I can't hit it because I can't sneak up on it. It's the dumbest thing. I've looked up tutorials on how to do it, and I can't figure it out. So I can't progress in Persona 3. And I was like really enjoying it. I mean, it's a Persona game. It's good. But I don't want to go to Persona 4 until I do Persona 3. And I'm stuck on Persona 3 because of this my stupid brain that doesn't let me just like continue on. It's like, oh, okay, I just didn't get it. It's not that big of a deal. But it's just like I'm playing the same night over and over again. The same night even. Just over and over again, and just trying to get this one objective. It's the dumbest thing ever.
I thought you were going to complain about the grind in Tartarus because that is a bit of a...
Oh, no, yeah, it's not that great. I mean, but I think everybody who knows about Persona 3 knows that that's like the main complaint.
Yeah, that's the complaint of that series. I did not think you were stuck on trying to get a fucking optional thing.
Yeah, a totally optional thing. But it's just my dumb brain being like a completionist. And it's like, I have this one thing. If it was like at like 3 things and it's like, I don't have enough time to do it, okay. But it's one thing. Like in Persona 5, I'm like the type of person that will literally get up every single palace done in one night. I will get every single palace done in one night, and then use the rest for just playing the life simulator part. But
did you fight the Reapers in Persona 5? The ones
Reapers? Oh no, I didn't fight the Reapers. I was so quick on the sticks when I was like going through what was it, Mementos? I was quick on that. Like you can't catch me.
Oh man, those things are fucking hell to fight at first.
Yeah, no, I'm quick on the sticks, dude. They can't catch me. They can't do anything.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, it's true though. It's true.
Didn't you?
And I'll go through the whole a whole section of Mementos the second I get access to it. I'll go through the whole thing. That's just me.
Didn't you get B in Mario Kart though?
What does this have to do with anything? I said I'm quick, and like there's a certain way you can do it in Mementos. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm good at kart racing games. Okay, this is totally different. Totally different objectives.
Okay,
you can't compare the two. Now you're getting angry.
But what was the answer to my question?
Yes, I got beat in Mario Kart. Okay, I'm not good at Mario Kart.
And,
I'm good at Mario Kart Wii. That's the only Mario Kart that I'm good at, and maybe DS.
How about
I'm
Smash
decent
Bros? What happened in that too?
That one I did better than I expected. Okay, I was gonna get slammed. That was the expectation, but I did decently. I think it was 4 stocks, and I took 2 stocks off you, which is not common. I will take maybe 1 stock off you, maybe. So
you're definitely the second best in that night, and I think you got drunk a little before everyone else.
Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I did. So what?
Well, that was the whole point.
Now I'm heated. Now I can't. I can't think rationally. I'm heated now.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have played Mario. We should have played the new Mario Party that just came out. That's what we should have played yesterday. If one of us would have done it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bought it at that time. Yeah. It looks really fun though.
Yeah, it does. It's really cool just because like it has all the a lot of the mini games from the older games. Which is like, it's cool for a throwback.
The gold mine of old GameCube mini games.
Well, what it means is they finally ran out of ideas. But
I mean, we knew it happened. They just finally let it. They just finally accepted it. Yeah,
they finally accepted it.
They haven't.
They turned it into Mario Kart, where it's like, yeah, these all tracks from like a whole half of the tracks are from older games.
Yeah. They started doing that in like Wii generation.
Yeah, in the Wii generation, it was like half of the tracks were like retro tracks. It was we didn't want to remake. We didn't want to make more tracks.
Yeah,
but everybody was like, "Oh my god, I remember playing this on the N64."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It got to the point where it's just like the one new track is a different iteration of Rainbow Road. That would be it. Everything else is old tracks.
That's true. That's true. No, honestly, my favorite Mario Kart track to this day is probably Mushroom Gorge. I love Mushroom Gorge. It's
Which
simple.
one did that?
It's beautiful. It was Mario Kart Wii, and it was like the one where you have to jump on the mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
It created a lot of fun scenarios. It was a good track. Good track. Coconut Mall had the best soundtrack though.
I heard Coconut Mall has
Coconut Mall is a
OST.
Best song on Mario Kart Wii.
I'm trying to think on mine for GameCube. Might be
Double Dash. Double Dash is great.
Oh yeah, Double Dash.
I'm trash at Double Dash, but it's good. Yeah,
I liked because of how much mayhem it was Baby Park, where it's 7 laps over literally just
a circle.
Yeah, just that shape, and you literally just passing people, lapping them. So it can get hectic.
Yeah.
If someone like gives up on the race, they could just turn around and just start messing with everyone else. It's always a good time.
It's a good time. It is a good time.
But I think DK Mountain's probably my like favorite.
DK Mountain is a good one. I like DK Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
DK Mountain is solid. Honestly, I don't really like the first. I've played the first Mario Kart. It's a little hard to go back to. It's a little hard to go back to. I think N60. No, the one on SNES.
There's one on SNES.
Mm-hmm. There's one. Wow. The first one was on SNES. Actually, the 64 one's actually pretty good. I actually
64 one's great. That's why I was confused at first.
Yeah, no, it was the one in the SNES. It's a little harder to go back to because it was like mode 7. It's like this weird. It looks like the Sonic extra levels in Sonic, or like the bonus levels in Sonic. Okay. It's like it's kind of like that. It's interesting, but I don't know if it holds up as much as the other ones do. I think the one on N64 holds up a lot better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I didn't even know there was one on SNES.
Yeah, SNES. Huh. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, last week I talked about Metroid Dread, how I would hopefully beat it, and I did. I gotta say, one of the most enjoyable game experiences I've had. I will say, I last week I talked about how there's a certain enemy that I think EMMI that scared me on like first time I faced them.
Mm-hmm.
Up till the end of the game, they still scared me. Those guys still bodied me on certain occasions where like
I was good actually.
You know, it's fun to think where it's like, you know, you're powering up, and then you run into this enemy again, and you're just like, I am weak. And you power up, and then this thing is somehow stronger. And it's just like, these things are a constant cause of fear for me, because it's always just instant death. Like, you have 2 chances to escape it, but either way, you're instant game over. You GG, go next.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, the music kicks in, you get stressed, you're in a confined area, you better get it together. This is time to, you know, lock in. This is it.
Well, that's great to hear. You have a much better opinion on the game than some other people. There was the lead designer of the original God of War was talking major shit on the Metroid Dread.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of a thing. It was like I forget his name. Give me one.
What was the reasoning?
He said that we shouldn't. How did I say this? You shouldn't let Nintendo off the hook with just how bad the game was designed. Apparently. Really?
Is it because I will say the game is difficult, and the game makes you think. Like, it doesn't. I guess because it is a
David Jaffe. That's his name.
The way I describe it is like, you know, they're old. It reminds me of like an old game where, you know, you're not given a set direction.
Exactly. And that was the main criticism, is that Metroidvania games are well known for this. This is how they've always been since like the NES. This is like constant. They're like, you know, it's like Dark Souls or whatever. It's hard, you know. But this is hard in a different way. It's like I hate saying it's like Dark Souls because it's like everything is like Dark Souls or whatever. But it's like this is what this game is. It's like, just because you don't like the game, maybe it isn't the right thing to say that it's poorly designed. I mean, it is designed this way on purpose, because it's a classic Metroid game. We haven't had a classic Metroid game in a long time, but that's what it is. And it's like, and all these people were like trying to tell him that, but he was just like, no, it's like just badly designed. And it's like, because I mean, it created the criticism of like, is it because like it's not telling you exactly where to go? Like a lot of modern games do, a lot of modern games, they do tell you exactly where to go. It's just a matter of like the challenge of the enemies or whatever, or, stuff like that. But like, a lot of games do just tell you where to go. And it's like, not every game has to do that, or not every game has to have someone saying, maybe I should break that open. Maybe I should break that block open.
What I mean? A lot of the challenges in modern games are like mechanically challenging.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that game it's like
Twitch reactions and stuff like that.
True.
But this is like very much an older style of game design. Doesn't mean necessarily that it's bad. I think it's just maybe not to some people's taste. It's not for everyone.
I can understand that because that game, that last week I said I don't know if I'm stupid or if I'm hard stuck. I was just stupid. That's what it was. And I think that might be, kind of building into that is the game doesn't
it doesn't hold your hand.
It does, it doesn't hold your hand. You have to use your brain a little bit, just a little bit. And there are times in the game where you will feel like, is this the correct way I'm going? Like you feel like lost in a forest, basically. It's like kind of the mental you're going.
Yeah.
But then like eventually you realize, no, this is actually what's intended. Like I would just continue going on into new areas.
Yeah.
And I'd feel weird that like I left areas with like some areas unexplored or some areas unfinished. But I'd just continue onward. I'd find stuff and like, oh, this is actually intended. This is actually really cool.
Yeah, but and that's like the point. Is I think it's like to encourage exploration, like natural exploration, rather than like a forced, like I want to give you a map and tell you where to go kind of exploration.
Yeah.
So it's I think that's always been like the intent with that kind of design. So yeah, maybe David Chaffee should just say I don't like it instead of it's a terrible game and no one should play it.
Yeah.
Like why are you paying $60 for this? that old argument. So I don't know.
One of the most enjoyable games I've played in a while. One of the harder ones. I wouldn't say one of the hardest. I'd say I still think the hardest game I ever played is XCOM. XCOM
that's like a no life game.
Yeah, that's unforgiving, in its peak. And that one's not even mechanical or anything. It's just using your brain, and you end up getting screwed by RNG. So
yeah. That's always the worst kind of hard, is where it's just like it's hard because you have to fight RNG all the time.
Mm-hmm. You'll just miss an 80% pistol shot from two blocks away, and you're just like, well, I guess I'll die then, because
Which one did you play? XCOM 2?
I think I beat XCOM 1, and I played XCOM 2. No, I beat
XCOM 1 super old.
I beat XCOM 2. I didn't get the DLC for XCOM 2. Which I wish I had, because apparently it made it more difficult.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what's the hardest game that I played. I don't know. I don't usually play hard games, if I'm being completely honest with you. I just like deep story games.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Story games are amazing.
Those are always my favorites. So. I don't know. I probably do have one, but I just don't remember at the time, like right now. I don't remember it off the bat. Yeah. Ooh, we have some other cool stuff. Like a project from Sony Music with a new VTuber, I guess. I would need you to explain that to me a little bit from what you saw.
Yeah, from what I saw, it looks like it's a whole new project where it looks like it. I think I saw like 5 silhouettes, so like probably 5 musicians or VTuber musicians.
So is this like some sort of VTuber band, or like
yeah, it might be like a VTuber band. Might go on the route like a route like Love Live, or it might
back
go
in
on
the day,
route.
Hatsune Miku used to do that too.
Yeah?
She had a hologram too. So
that's true. She's still out here performing.
Yeah, true. She out here.
It could go like a Kagero Days or Mikaku City Actors is another one that I could think of. I'm not too really sure on the extent of the project, if they are only going to be limited to making music.
Yeah, that's interesting.
One of the don't know. One of the appeals on Hololive is personalities. That's what.
Yeah, it's true. That's the trend. So you get to know the characters a little bit. You really get the thing that makes everybody so attached to the Hololive characters is the fact that they're streamers. You get to know them and you get to have interactions with them on stream and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see what they're doing with this project. It's very interesting. Very interesting. It seems. I mean, it shows that the VTuber, is a little bit more than a fad. I mean, it still might be a fad, but it's lasting a lot longer than some other fads have recently. So it has a bit more staying power.
I actually watched one of the VTubers that had a mix of the first and second gen English. They were playing a horror game. I forget what it was called.
Oh, do you remember who the VTuber was? Was it a Hololive?
It was Hololive, Gen 1 and 2 of English. It was.
Oh, it was a collaboration.
Yeah, it was Gargura.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember the names of the other three because they were all second gen. I think they were.
There's Crony.
I think one of them was Crony was one of them. I remember because that girl was yelling because of the horror game. It was funny as hell to hear.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's good stuff. They have some good stuff. Yeah, I enjoy it. Enjoy another Hololive thing.
Get your merch.
Omocat and Hololive collaboration coming soon, which is super cool. I love Omocat's game Omori, so to see a collab between the two is going to be really cool. Really cool. If there's an Omori Hololive collab, if it's not just Omori, if it's not just Omocat, but it's Omori, if there's some Omori stuff, might consider purchasing something.
Yeah, you just told me that the people behind Omocat made Omori, and that threw me off because I wore this hoodie or this sweatshirt because I got this at AX. It's Omocat DDLC
I remember
one.
that. Yeah,
and really nice quality. So I'm not even into any VTubers, but if there's any design that I like, I'll probably get one.
Why not? Why not? I'm excited.
So I'm excited. And it says coming soon though.
So there was no reveal of what it actually was or.
Follow the Virtually Lost Twitter. I'll retweet it for you.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, so I'll be sure to keep up on these sagas, on what's happening.
There we go. All right, the next one is actually super interesting. So I'm going to need a little context from you. I'm going to need you to go a little in depth in the next one.
Oh, yeah. So the news came out today. Sega's partnering with Microsoft for Azure Cloud Gaming Initiative. They're basically entering a strategic alliance, and apparently it's supposed to go in the 9th gen of gaming, which I believe we are in
the 8th.
We're in the 8th? Okay. So
I'm not 100%.
Is PS5 9th or 8th?
Let me check.
So basically it's going to be going into the 9th gen and possibly beyond. And their goal is, I'm going to read what the goal was written because there's still some terms that I don't know, and they basically just announced it today, so there's a lot that still needs to be publicly addressed.
We're currently in the 9th generation with the PS5.
Okay, so this current gen, possibly a few years, because
yeah, I imagine it being late this gen, early next gen, because of there's always delays and stuff like that. So yeah, I imagine to either be early 10th gen or late 9th gen for sure.
Yeah. For sure. So they are going to produce large-scale global games in a next-generation development environment on Microsoft's Azure cloud platform.
That's crazy, actually. That is actually huge news.
Yeah.
That's
Sega's good at making games, but not great at everything else.
Not great at making hardware. But this is huge for cloud gaming, honestly. I don't know if this could possibly be the replacement for Xbox or something like that. But from what it sounds like, this seems like a Microsoft version of Google Stadia. But the huge difference is they would actually have games. Stadia had no games.
Stadia had
no games, and they made you pay. They made you pay a subscription for Stadia, and then they made you pay extra for the game.
Oh, really?
It was the worst business model ever. The hardware was I've heard it being described as playing a game with YouTube lag.
Damn, that sounds bad.
Yeah. Especially if you didn't have perfect internet. If you didn't have perfect internet, you were not playing a good game. You know, you weren't playing it right. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem we have currently with cloud gaming is that by the nature of it, it's very hard to avoid lag in a cloud gaming like architecture, just because it has to go like in the way it communicates. There's going to be some sort of lag time, and like the one thing that gamers hate more than anything else is lag.
Yeah.
So it's like it seems like to be counterintuitive, but Microsoft has the best chance. Like they have tons of years of experience in the game industry. They have like I would trust Microsoft way more than Google to make a game console, regardless of how big Google is. It's just they don't have the experience in like what gamers, like, what their priorities are. So having Microsoft, who has like tons of experience do it, I think is like very promising. And then plus having Sega partner on Sega with the games, which means Atlas Games as well, because Sega owns Atlas. So I mean, that's pretty huge, honestly. That's pretty huge. That's big news. That could be a juggernaut. That could be because like once someone figures out cloud gaming, that's it. Like once someone figures out how to make cloud gaming good, that's next gen. That's the gold mine right there. Yeah. That's like you could make gaming, I think, a lot more affordable because you won't have to, manufacture so much crazy hardware, because it would be the hardware in the background, and then you would be able to sell something a lot cheaper. And plus Xbox already has the Microsoft already has the Game Pass, so it's like it's insane. It's insane. Mm-hmm. If they pull it off, like that's huge.
And that is if that is the direction they take it, also.
Yeah, that's
because that's one the thing that. Like when you think there's Azure cloud platform, you would think like, it's making a platform similar to, something like Stadia, but
good
behind a competent company.
Yeah.
But what are we actually gonna act like Nintendo hasn't already perfected that?
Come on, man. Of course.
Streaming the 64 games.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen so many people complain about some of the 64 games, Mario Kart specifically. But I think it's honestly due to probably they have bad connection.
Because interesting.
But no. The other thing that I saw, another approach that I saw people taking is creating an MMO, because I think that they did. What was it? Fantasy Online.
Fantasy Star Online, yeah.
Fantasy Star Online.
That'd be crazy too, dude.
Yeah, if they did an MMO and just focused on the game while leaving, the
systems,
the infrastructure to Microsoft, then I would trust that.
Yeah,
that'd be super
thing cool too. I would be down for that. I mean, Sega at the end of the day, like when they put their heads to it, they know how to make games. They know how to make games.
Yeah, just stick to that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why don't you just make some games?
Honestly, a new Fantasy Star Online would be crazy.
Mm-hmm. That would be crazy. We are getting a new one though. Star Ocean, baby.
Star Ocean. I'm ready.
It's been years.
I'm ready. I have never played a Star Ocean game, but I've never been more hyped for a game I've never played.
Same.
I have Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I have that one for the PS2. But I just bought it and I didn't play.
I think it was my brother's, but I have that game too. So I have never played it. I'm excited.
I'm down to play it's still 2022 that's going to come out. So I'm down to play the one on PS2.
I'm bummed. I don't have the. I remember when we first heard about it, we were like listing out some of the things that sounded pretty cool. Didn't it say like multiple protagonists?
Maybe.
And it's like multiple protagonists. Very open world. Choices will matter was one thing that I remember seeing. That was very important.
I remember you telling me that choices will matter. It's just like okay, look, it's an RPG. It's a cool RPG that's like it has like a lot of lore. It's like this is like it might as well be like made for us, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, Star Ocean. None of us, probably no one who is watching this has played it. You probably heard of it, maybe, but buy it.
I bet you're hyped. Get hyped.
Get hyped. watch a trailer. I don't know if there's probably a Japanese trailer. Watch that.
Watch the Japanese.
I didn't watch the English trailer.
I watched the English one. We did watch.
Oh, we watched the English one. It was alright.
It was alright. It was decent.
But, decent.
But I mean,
let's
be real.
You got.
Yeah,
did you watch Squid Game in English? That's a real question. No. I remember seeing that was a lot of issues that people had. No, the localization did great. But, or for Star Ocean, localization. I can't say anything about the Squid Game one.
Yeah,
the Star Ocean ones, the voice actors sounded fine. But I just have a personal bias to, always listen to things within their native language.
Yeah, true.
Music, anime, etc. Shows,
all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember trying to watch. This is completely unrelated to anime. But I remember trying to watch Pan's Labyrinth. And I was like, wait, this thing doesn't have an English dub. What the hell?
It's Spanish, dude.
Yep.
It's actually it's not even like it's like Spain Spanish.
Yeah, it's Spanish.
It's interesting.
Like Spain
Espanol
Spanish.
with the little lisp.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah.
That was the time I was like, whoa.
It's a very magical film.
Mm-hmm. It's enjoyable.
It's pretty good, yeah. I watched it in Spanish class, I think I remember.
Really? That is an interesting movie to watch in Spanish class.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's in Spanish. I just watched it.
I think we just watched Selena.
That's a good one too, man.
Yeah.
That's for the culture, for sure.
That's for the culture.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Respect on Selena's name.
But my next game, I don't know what I'm gonna get or what I'm gonna play.
Okay, so I'm just about done with Deathloop, which I have to mention, I love the multiplayer for Deathloop. There's not that many people on it, but it's actually really fun.
Really?
So yeah, like, not to spoil anything, but actually no, it's like in all the advertisements. So it's like, there's two main characters in Deathloop. One is like during the normal gameplay is like is kind of like the villain. It's kind of like, GLaDOS, like constantly talking to you, kind of like making fun of you the whole game. Or
yeah.
And then one is like your player character. So the way the multiplayer works is actually super interesting, where you turn into the this kind of like villain character, and you try to kill the main character, but you go to other people's games to kill you go and try to kill the people playing as the main character. So it's super funny. You can just like really mess with people, because like I played one game where I went to somebody's game, like, see, I really can't say how badly I messed them up without spoiling things, but slight spoiler for Deathloop. You have to go in a loop, so you can only carry certain guns through the loop, so you have to have a certain amount of currency that you gain throughout like a day in the loop, and you have to have a certain amount of currency to like make sure that you take like your inventory to the next loop.
Yeah.
And so what I did was, this man tried to get to like his goal 3 ways, the same way 3 times. So I knew exactly what this dude was doing, and I destroyed him 3 times. So he once you die, you get thrown to the next loop with no, we can't do anything about it, right? You get forced into the next loop. I made him lose his currency, so if he was carrying anything important, gone. So I messed this man up completely. I really hope he didn't have a lot of stuff on him, because then that would have been really bad. And that means you have to go and do the mission again to get your stuff back. So it's like wastes a lot of your time. So I owned this man completely. It was crazy.
Wow, that's a really interesting grief
Yeah,
mechanic.
it's like super bad. You can grieve someone horribly, and luckily there's no mic, because I know that man was cursing me out hard. That man or woman was cursing me out to the end of my days. It was insane.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's interesting that game implemented that. How does it feel when you're playing it? Like, because
the only thing is that I think I don't know if it's just my internet. I think it might just be my internet, but there's a tiny bit of lag. It doesn't feel like, because usually the normal gameplay and the reason, like, you can choose for when you're playing as the main character, you can choose whether or not, someone can come into your someone else can come into your into your game to invade or whatever. So I usually put it to single player where nobody can invade no one can actually invade my game. And then the thing still happens where the enemy will come and try to attack you, but it's a computer instead of a real person.
Okay.
And I do that because the game without somebody coming, without that lag there, is super smooth. It's at least on the PS5. I've heard that there's issues on the PC, but on the PS5 it's super smooth and it feels really nice. But yeah, playing some of the multiplayer, it does feel a little bit more jittery for sure. Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you know what you're gonna play after that?
I'm gonna finish Persona 5 Royal because I still have to finish Persona 5 Royal. I'm almost there. And then it's because I burn out a Persona 5 Royal really easily because I will go absolutely crazy with planning and stuff like that. I will want to get everything done in a day, and that burns you out. But I'm almost done. And then I want to do Tales of Arise. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Tales of Arise.
Oh, that was the new Tales game.
The new Tales game. So because I bought that, so I want to play it. We'll see. I'll play a little bit and see if it makes me obsess over it like I did other RPGs. So we'll see.
Yeah. Did you ever play the Dragon Quest that came out? The 11?
No, 11 or something?
Yeah. I wanted to play
I want to get the one. I want to see how much it costs. I'll probably maybe get it on PS4 or something like that. Yeah. Be maybe one of my last PS4 games. We'll see.
Dang.
We'll
End
see.
of a generation.
End of a generation.
I remember getting my first one. Trash.
So
many bugs on it.
What game was it?
It was my original PS4 was the Destiny bundle one. So bugged. Oh my gosh.
I remember, the tray was messed up and stuff like that. You have to.
It was so bad on reading discs. It would eject discs. It was so questionable. And then I remember when I worked at Best Buy, the PlayStation State of Play came out. So I ended up getting a PlayStation, or the PlayStation at that time, which was the gold one. And since then, I was kind of pretty hesitant on playing my PS4 because there was just such a, it was literally, you can go an hour with playing a game and no problems, or you can go 15 seconds at a time where your disc will just get ejected. And I'm just well, this is just infuriating at times.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Did you ever end up getting a Pro or something, or did you just stick with
No, it's just the normal PlayStation 4, but it's gold. Looks nice.
There you go.
Gleams.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah. Well, now it's the PS5 era, dude.
Yeah, we're going into, we started November.
Yeah.
Almost 2022.
Almost.
New year, new me.
Honestly, I am pretty proud of us for actually sticking with the podcast after, what was it, 27 episodes?
27. We're on 27.
That's crazy.
Wait, this makes halfway to a year. There are 54 weeks in a year, right? Or is it 52? Doesn't matter. We either way we hit halfway
close.
we either hit halfway last week or this week.
Yeah, there you go. We're halfway there, Robert.
Yeah, halfway through a year.
That's crazy.
It's been a fun.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I didn't really have anything else. I think we kind of talked on a lot.
I think we got most of it. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a pretty fun episode. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. This was the Virtually Lost Podcast, episode 27. We will see you next week, and I hope you have a great week, man.
Yeah. See you next week.